What is up, Script Kitties? Today I'm going to be doing another podcast. Just so you know, the game in the background, I haven't played on a laptop in a long time, so I'm kind of rusty on it. It is called Martial Arts Arena, I think. It used to have the word Kai in it, like Cobra Kai. I'm pretty sure that's a show or something. Okay. Anyways, I just want to chill and talk about why I haven't been uploading recently and what I will be able to do in the future with YouTube. So, recently I've been really stressed with school. I have no reason to be stressed. My grades are really good, and I'm pretty sure, I have good grades that I don't have to be worried about, but I still am worried about it, which I think is a toxic mindset I'm in. But I've been able to get to a point where my grades can't really improve. I know that sounds weird, but I've gotten to a point where I think I'm at a comfortable place where I just feel safe and I feel like I have nothing bad that can go wrong. And I've been able to just chill and relax recently, and I'm like, okay, why don't I just go back to doing YouTube? And I think I won't be able to do YouTube every day like I was planning on doing, and I might not even be able to do 5 videos a week, but let's just say I'm gonna try to do that. I have my plans in the woodworks. I have to just I'm just going to get completely back into YouTube, I think. What my plan is to do is I'm gonna do a podcast video probably at least once a month. I would do it weekly, but that would only be if I had other people to be on the show with, and I don't have that, and I don't have people available at this time. Wow, it took forever to get into the next round. Okay, so, anyways, yeah, I think I'll be able to do 5 videos a week. So, oh gosh, I'm gonna pay attention to this. I just have to sweat quickly. Wow, I'm doing horrible. Yep, I think I am rusty all than I even imagined. Yeah, he's pretty much letting me have the win, I think. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna kick. Oh my goodness, I'm doing terrible. I'm gonna go back to my podcast in a second. So just so you know, the game that I'm in, I was doing pretty bad, so that's why I was talking. So, anyways, what was I gonna say? I'm gonna try to do 5 videos a week. About once a month, or whenever I have something pop up and I want to talk about, I will do a podcast. And like this, where I just talk and then one-on-one with you guys. It's just more of letting my personality leak through, because sometimes I need to sometimes I just like to be able to not. Part of YouTube is your personality, and if I think this is something that's just a safety precaution for my channel, because I've seen a lot of YouTubers die because they've just been pushed into a box, and once they want to leave the box, they have nowhere to go. So let's say I did giveaways every day. Once eventually I'll be like, hey, I want to do other stuff, and people will just want the giveaways, and it'll just be really toxic for my channel and just eventually kill it. Because if I'm not giving people what they want, then they are not coming to my channel. So honestly, I'm gonna try to stay away from that type of thing, because I know that will kill my channel. So I have to be very careful, and it's really sad that I have to be careful like this in this modern age of YouTube. Now I'm doing horrible. Gotta sweat again. Gotta sweat. Okay, I'm gonna try to kick her, and then I'm gonna kick her, then once she's down, I'm gonna headbutt her. Okay, I'm gonna try to let her come to me. Man, I messed up. Oh, okay. So I'm back to this again. But anyways, I'm gonna do a lot more gameplays on new games. That's another thing that's been killing my channel, is I can't find anything to do a video on, because I like with commentary, a lot of times I'm just like, okay, I don't really care about what's happening, so I can't really share my opinion on it. And then with games, I've not seen, like, the big genre recently has been like anime games, and I'm not too into anime games, so I'm just not into the main genre right now, which I found pretty bad for Roblox. For me, I've never been able to find a genre that I like to stay with, because once one game becomes big, a ton of games will come out about it. Okay, so like obbies, they were fun at first, but now you have to find like a unique obby like Tower of Heck or a size obby where you can actually not be your boring obby, and I just hate that I hate that such a good game format has died on us, because obbies were really fun, and simulators were pretty fun. I think there's some really fun simulators out there, but it just seems like you're walking from nothing. And then piggy games, they were really fun at first, but then once everybody got on board with it, it just slowly died out. And I think the genre could have really like made itself very big if it kept on doing well. And I hate that. I hate that such a good genre has died. Every good genre ends up dying on Roblox, and I hate it, because I can't find a game that I like, and when I have nothing to like, if I don't like anything, then I won't have anything to make a video on. So that is one of the main reasons why I'm thinking of quitting Roblox, which is going to be like the next part of this that I'm going to talk about. Is I've just not really liked Roblox a lot. There's a lot of stuff that I like about it, like the scripting aspect, the developer part of it is probably what is completely keeping me on it. Like I said, 90% of the games have gotten boring for me, so I just can't keep on playing in a game or a shell of a platform that just doesn't keep on having fun stuff. Because I'm sorry, but eventually every Roblox player will eventually leave, or I think so. And for me, it's not really because I've outgrown the platform. It's because the platform has what is the opposite of grow? So as I grow, the platform gets younger and younger with its audience, and when it gets younger, it doesn't allow for what I want and what I need for my games. So Roblox is really aiming towards kids. They say that they want to age up, but when they age up, they get rid of everything that the older audiences will like, because that's just how they go. And I just don't. When I can't find the main reason on why I can't find a game is not because I've grown out of it. It's because it has gotten too young for me. It almost sounds like I'm saying I've grown out of it, but I haven't really. Like, a lot of the games from like when I first joined Roblox are still my favorite games. I just can't find a new game that I can like. And I know I keep on talking really fast, but really, I'm in the mood where I can just talk. And I feel like it's pretty bad. And it's really depressing, because there's a lot of games I like, but there's a lot of games I don't like. I know that it works that way. But when I can't find a new game I like, it kind of gets bad. Like, it's just really bad. I wish there was more creative developers on this platform, where they did stuff that was like new and creative, because that is what I like. You know how I was talking about obbies? There's been size obbies recently, and obbies that randomly generate. And then I've seen obbies where you can only jump into shadows. And then there's a game that's called Big Brain. It's like Gravity Core. Those are both really creative ideas where when you walk onto a wall, it changes gravity so you can walk onto that wall, and then you have to get to the end. I think that like it just needs to be able to be creative, because when it's not creative, then it'll die out on me, because I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, I need something different. Maybe when I was more young, I would be like, cool, this game's like what I like. It's like how there's that stereotype that is, I think it's pretty fair that little kids will like listen to the same song over and over again, and that's like why Baby Shark is so big, is because like kids will listen to it for so long, and it's, I think that's pretty true. Like Baby Shark is the most viewed video on YouTube now, and why? Partially because of the meme, but I've seen some meme songs like Gummy Bear and stuff, and Gangnam Style that have grown really big, but they haven't grown to that size, and I wonder why. Because they will listen to it over and over again. Little kids are practically robots at this point. We need to make that a quote. So, like, that's like what I was gonna say that translates to Roblox, is that they will play like the same style of game, and that's why Piggy games became so big. Originally, Piggy is a great idea. Like, I'm not throwing shade at Minitoon. Piggy is actually one of my favorite games of all time on Roblox. But when people make several games, like I can probably name 4 off the top of my head. Like sure, some of these are creative, but others aren't. Puppet, Gummy, Piggy, Kitty, Bacon, Fame. Some of those games are really cool. Guessy. I can name a lot. And it's just because like some of those games are fun, of course, but when I can say all of those games are basically the same premise on how it functionally works. Maybe it has a different storyline or something, and maybe it has a few different mechanics, but seriously, like Piggy and Guesty and Puppet and all of those other games that I named, all of those you are basically in a house and you have to find keys and stuff to get out of that house. It's really bad. Like, even though they have different storylines, it's the same thing. And it's really bad, because the storyline shouldn't be the whole story, or shouldn't be the whole game. Like, the gameplay aspect is like the main part of the game. And I think that it's really bad that we don't have that anymore in Roblox, where you have the gameplay aspect over other aspects of the game. Because it's called a game. You should be able to get a lot of gameplay out of it where you're actually playing the game, and not just the storyline. So I'm gonna go to my game quickly since I'm not doing very well in this. Yeah. I think I have all. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, like I was saying. And then another thing is this isn't to the rant where I was at, but I want to just talk about how there's some really creative. I know what I can rant about. I can rant about events. This is going to be a really negative episode, as you can tell, but I'm just going to do this to finish it, to maybe get to like 16 or 17 minutes. But for events, I just don't think Roblox knows how to make events anymore, because it always seems to be the same thing. Because I'm just not gonna get into RB battles, because that's awesome in my opinion. I'll have that separate in maybe the next video of this series. But like Roblox always has Roblox, since they don't have any games, they have to either do really old games or games that they've already used for events, or they have to make their own events, or they have to make their own event places, and then they don't know how to make hats and prizes for games anymore. Like, I know I keep saying but I remember there used to be really cool event hats that even eventually even turned into limiteds. And when it turns into a limited, you know, it usually has to have at least some quality behind it. Wow, I know that there's some really ugly limiteds out there, but 90% of the time, the limiteds are usually the best hats on the platform. So I think that's bad when they have to, when their best hats, well, when they, that's why we don't have limiteds anymore, because they have nothing to turn into limiteds. And it's really, I know I keep saying sad, but yeah. And then they can't find creative stuff to do with the events because they want to make it easy enough for people to be able to earn stuff in the events. But once it becomes too easy, it's not really a prize anymore, if you get what I'm saying. Because they want to make it so their young player base of about like kids who are 6 through 9 is their main demographic, and they want to make it so those people can actually get the prizes. But it's not really a prize, you know. It used to be like, oh, you would have to get 90 visits on your game to be able to earn this hat that will probably eventually go limited. And it's a really cool hat. And you feel like you've earned something when you do that because you've developed the game. But now it's just like, go find the shields and say that it's not a scam for the whole game. And it's just really annoying to me. Okay, so I think I have enough time to talk about RV battles. This is something that I really like, but I think could be better. So RV battles is an event put on by YouTubers, like really big YouTubers. Like I know TLBite has worked on it a lot, and Booster Plays, but I think Creekcraft has done some stuff with it. But it gets a bunch of the star creators, like at least 20 of them, and they make them fight against each other. Like, let's say Creekcraft versus who else is a star creator? Oh man, I don't know any. Creekcraft versus Ramp, I think. Yeah, he's a star creator. So, you know, it's really cool that, like, let's say they fight on a game like Robeats. I know that I'm gonna probably make a whole separate video about it because it kind of has a bit of a mini controversy about it. But anyways, Creekcraft and, like, let's say they fight on there, and like, let's say Creekcraft wins, and then he goes on to the next game against maybe Sketch, Sketch, who you might know from like the Pals, a former YouTube Roblox group. So anyways, like, let's say they are pretty much like they go on to the next round, and there's multiple of these going on every single day, and then they end up fighting and stuff. And you can earn prizes from each of these like mini event things, and it's awesome because you actually are pretty much earning the prizes, and I like that because it's what an event should be. RB Battles is probably the best event of this year. I'll say that, either that or Lil Nas X, and both of those events came out at the same time, so hopefully Roblox learns how to make events again. So I find that awesome. And then when people who are not Roblox are in charge, they know what kids like, because Roblox itself is just worrying about, oh, how are we going to reward developers, star program, this and that. And then they don't know what kids like anymore. Like the YouTubers, they know what kids like because the YouTubers on this platform basically babysit hundreds of kids a day. Like, I'm gonna phrase it that way. Because they make videos that basically raise the children today. And I'm not gonna share my opinion on if that's a good or bad thing that YouTubers are raising children. But I think since they are raising, like, if they're raising kids a day, every single day, on the platform that we're talking about, then I think that I'm pretty sure that won't they know what games kids like, because Creekcraft, he's like, oh, I know kids like Piggy, so I'm gonna make videos on Piggy. So shouldn't that be part of the All Be Battles event? Just an example. So they know better than Roblox at this point. The YouTubers of this platform know. And then with Star Creators, they're directly partnered with Roblox. A Star Creator is a person who is partnered with Roblox through YouTube. And a lot of famous people are partnered with Roblox who are YouTubers. They have to like meet certain guidelines and stuff and have to be a good influence. But I just find that cool that we've gotten to the point where it's just where YouTubers are starting to make the events. Like even if it's once a year, I think it's one of the biggest events of Roblox. And since they know better, it's awesome that they are doing All Be Battles. So I'm gonna finish this video off by saying I love you guys, bye, and I'm gonna do another video really soon, and I promise to start uploading more. I'm gonna finish this round and then I'm gonna finish it off. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a great week. Hope you guys have a great life, actually. And I'm signing out.